Uh, Good morning, my students in 200 level accounting. I have to welcome you to this semester, which is our second semester for 2022-2023 academic section. Our course of discussion of this semester is ACC122, which is Business Mathematics 2 by title. Below are the course outline of this semester: differentiation, marginal functions, integration, mathematics of buying and selling, payroll accounting, shares and bond, stock valuation, differentiation of assets, break-even analysis, loan and repayment amortization, currency conversion, profitability theory. Uh, at the end of this semester, we are expected to know how you can differentiate an equation with respect to x or y. It depends on the equation. You are expected to know at what price a company can produce in order to maximize its profit by using marginal functions. Uh, Also, you are expected to know how to determine a selling price or a cost price. What percentage of loss have you incurred when you are selling a particular product, or what profit have you made in selling a particular product by looking at mathematics of buying and selling. Also, you should know how to compute a salaries of an individual or employee that has been engaged in one or two activities. At the end of this semester, after you have understand the course, you can be able to do so. Also, you should know how to value a shares and bond at a Security and Exchange Commission or Nigeria Stock Exchange. You can also how to value a shares and bonds. Also, this course can also help you on how to value your stock. If you have a inventory, you should know how to value a stock. You can either using people, LIFO, or weighted average. It depends on the valuation method that you are using. It's based on your organization policy. You can be able to understand this. Differentiation of assets. You should know how to differentiate your asset that you have been acquired and put into business for business purpose. Also, this course can also help you at what point you are going to produce, that you are going to achieve a break even where there is no loss or where there is no profit in the business. It can also help you on how to convert a currency. If you are doing transaction in foreign currency, how can you convert it into Nigeria currency, your economy currency? This course can also help you. By virtue of the course outline, we are starting our week one with a topic which is differentiation. When we say differentiation, we are talking about the slope changes when we have two or more variable. How changes in respect to y in respect to x. Assuming if y is an independent variable and x is an independent variable, you have to differentiate y with respect to what x. And the main objective of differentiation is to explain the basic of differentiation, or is to explain how to find the slope of a curve from a given equation. Assuming if an equation given to you, y is equal to a plus b plus c plus this, you should know how to find the slope of a such curve. One of the second objective of this differentiation is to explain the turning point for a curve where the slope must be zero, and show how to identify whether a turning point is a maximum or minimum. It can also help you to, on one of the objectives of this, to explain how calculus may be used in finding which price result a maximum profit of a company. All these are the objective of differentiation as a topic for our first week discussion. Uh, Formula for differentiation, we have formula for differentiation. Once an equation is given to you, if you want to find a slope for that equation, and each equation it has a times, and such term has an coefficient, and there is an index of each and every terms of the equation. So you have to multiply the times by the index, and can also decrease the index by 1. That is the formula of differentiation. That is why from the formula you can see the slope is dy all over dx is equal to ns raised power n minus 1, from the equation where we have x is equal to y is equal to x raised power n. This is also known as derivatives or derived functions. As shown above, differentiation is involved multiplying a time by its index and decreasing the index by 1. You may find it useful to remember some of the law of indices which repeated here for your convenience. If you look at here, is a indices x raised power 0 is equal to 1. By virtue of the law of indices, a t raised power 0 is equal to 1. And any t raised power 1 is that particular term. Given here, you can see x raised power 1 is the same thing as what x. So that is the law of indices. You have to recall all these law of indices when you are solving problem relating to differentiation. And so also, looking at the equation, you can see one of the example from the indices perspective is x is equal to minus n, which is negative index. But according to law of indices, if there is a negative index, the negative should be stand as 1 all over time raised power and index. After knowing the formula, we have to look at some examples from the differentiation in a single terms. Look at the example given to you from the last of the PowerPoint. Example number 1, for a differentiation of a single term, we say x y raised power y is equal to x raised power 3. It means that if you are differentiating this equation, if you are finding slope of this equation, should be dy all over dx. It means that differentiating one in respect to what x, it means that you are multiplying index by times and decrease index by what 1. That is why from the solution you can see 3 times s raised power 3 minus 1 is equal to 3s raised power 2. The same thing is example number 2 from the single time example. You can see um, y is equal to 2x raised power 3. That is the equation. If you are differentiating, you can say d1 all over ds is equal to 3 opening bracket 2x raised power 3 minus 1 closing bracket. The answer is 2x 6x raised power 2. The same thing is number 3, and can also apply in the number 4. Is the same as it's a very interesting topic, and it's very simple topic that you will not have any challenge with when we are giving problem like this. After understanding the differentiation of a single term, we have to look at the differentiation in a sum, where the number it give you many terms with an index, difference sign, minus sign, plus sign. Looking at the example, they say differentiation of equation with more than one term. The y is equal to 4x raised power 4 plus 2x raised power 3 plus 4x raised power 2 minus x plus what 48. From the equation, you are differentiating x y in respect to what x, and our solution here is dy all over dx is equal to 16x raised power 3. Well, where we get 16x raised power 3, we have to say index, that is our x raised power 4. Our index is 4, multiplying by the term which is 4. 4 times 4 is what 16. Decrease the index by 1. If you say 4 minus 1 should be what 3. The same thing to the next term, which is 2x raised power what 3. And our index is what 3. 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 minus 1 is what 2. That is why we have 6x raised power 2. If you look at the next is 4x raised power 2. If you want to differentiate it, you can say 2 times 4, which is 8, and 2 minus 1 is 1, and 8 raised power 1 is that particular thing. That is why we have 8x. And the next one is minus 5x. where we have 1 as a index multiplying by 5, the same thing as minus 5, and 1 minus 1 is 0, and 18 raised power 0 is 1. That is why if you say x raised power 0 is 1, that is why we see remain with his half minus x. And the next time is 48, which does not have any time related to alphabet. In the according to law of differentiation, any constant term is 0. It has to be disappear from the equation when you are differentiating the equation. uh Here are some of the practice question and homework. Differentiate the following function with respect to x. Number one, my y is equal to 2x raised power 2 plus 7x plus 12. This is a practice question and homework from number one. This is, if you go home, you can practice it. If you have any challenges, you can meet me at your convenience, or you can call me on my phone, which is 08084099870. You can also meet me at my office, room 27, opposite Access Bank, for more clarification and for more idea on the topic. On uh in this, that is the end of our discussion for week one in respect to what differentiation, that is differential calculus as a topic. Thank you for listening and I appreciate you. If there is any question, you can ask any question. No question. In the answer of any question, I can say call it a day. Let us meet in the next week for the second topic. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.